for hours. Hey. Hey, y'all. How you doing?
What's up and how's it going?
My name is Paul.
And I'm Luke.
We are... oh, shoot.
That sounds like we're on some kind of radio show.
My name is Paul.
Hi.
This is Luke. We
got
are twins.
Michael, Adam, Preston, Eric, Peter, Hillary, Michael, I already said that, Terrell, Christopher. I said Peter, I think, already, but Peter, Dallas, Annie.
What is
up, Dean? How's everybody doing? Maddie, good morning.
We literally got home from dance 1 minute ago. So,
we ran in. I started
Turned lights
water
on.
for tea. I turned lights on,
And
and we
here
were
we
live.
are.
So, if we're feeling or looking a little bit frazzled,
that's why.
that's correct. So we're making some tea right now. I'm feeling so happy. We were late because after dance class,
Esteban, welcome, man.
we got into a very good conversation with our friend Scott, who might be on the live right now too. He said he does watch the lives about Katy Perry, and so it derailed because we were
Us
all three of
leaving.
us were at the show, and he saw us at the show. We did not see him, unfortunately, which was so sad to me.
He literally saw us,
But
as we ran past, and he said, "Paul, Luke," and then we did not. Good morning, Maddie.
South Korea, what's
Welcome.
up, Paul from South Korea?
Paul, we need to come to South Korea.
That's our goal.
That's
It's
our goal.
for later this year. Actually, we'll see if it happens, but it's a goal.
That's a goal. We have goals. That's all right. Jay Sean, how are you, man? Charles, what's up? Preston, Paul, you guys, Rick, how is everybody doing?
I'm starving.
Are you really?
Are you not?
Can you give me a LaCroix? I'm actually fine. I ate a lot. I snacked a lot this afternoon.
Really?
Yeah, Asia is calling. Dude, Dean, Asia is literally calling me every single second of every single day of my life. I literally want to go to Japan right now. Like, I'm like, tomorrow, let's go. Japan. I love Japan, though. I know. Cancel everything. Go to Japan. Oh, you guys want to see the Legos that we just finished?
This was our weekend project.
This was our weekend project. It's the big Harry Potter castle. Yes. So next, now that I'm done with... Let me see.
Oh, you know what you want for tea?
Give me just something good. Next, I got to put this Bricks Max light kit into it, and it's quite involved. And I just need to find the time and like the mental fortitude to start it. It's kind of complicated, and it just takes a lot of like small movement, and it's just a lot. So I haven't done it yet. Hey, how are you, Ham for Life? I love Hamilton too. Anyway, so yeah, we finished it the other day, and I am absolutely in love with this thing. The biggest problem we're having with it now is where to put it, because it's got a pretty big base. Like, let me bring it over so you can see just the scale of the thing, because it's like intense. One sec. So let's separate that. Careful.
It's not pull a Carter Kench.
Yeah, our friend Carter was literally built it, didn't realize it was like not really connected in the middle. It's just pins that kind of hold it in place side by side. And he carried it put together, and it fell and it broke, and he hasn't put it back together yet.
Oh, I wouldn't either. I don't know if
I don't think I'd ever touch it again.
I would.
I would, because
hold on, we're not quite right.
No, you got to
Since
pull
we're right
back
in there,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, right there. There.
Look at it.
Look at that scale. It literally is so huge.
It's all.
Look at that. That's what we built this weekend.
It's consumed you.
Technically, so this. Oh yeah. So this is the side I built. That's the side Luke built. And we'd like to show you what's inside. Luke, would you like to start?
I'll start. I'll turn mine around slowly.
Slowly. Do not break nothing now. And you even have an
I built
inside.
the bridge. I got the bridges, but then this, it's gonna be hard to show you. Oh no!
You're breaking stuff.
What's falling?
I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you've done this.
On the back, we have a lot of Easter eggs. These are all like front. So this side, I'm going to turn this side. This is one of my favorites. This has the common room from Gryffindor, and then it also has the library.
It is kind of like a dollhouse.
It is, and it has little doors that open and close. I love it.
You've got the Gryffindor common room. You've got the library. You've got the potions classroom and the room of requirement down there on the bottom.
Yeah.
Down here. If you turn it a little more,
This starts
Luke,
with going to Sorcerer's Stone stuff. So all the tasks from Sorcerer's Stone. We've got
Mirror
I
of
can't
Erised.
see it.
Right there's Mirror of Erised.
Mira. And then if you come all the way over here, we have all the way down to this side. You have a little bit of like vines for
The Tentacula. No, what is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
is
Devil
it?
Snare. You've got Devil Snare. You've got the keys, and you've also have the Chamber of Secrets.
chest.
Or the...
Well, you have Chamber.
I have Chamber
You
of
have Chamber
Secrets on my side.
Anyway, very cool details. The best part about building a Lego set is all the hidden details in it.
I've got Dumbledore's
So fun.
office, the Horntail, the
Hungarian
Horntail up here on this side. Right down here, you've got the moving staircases. So the staircases actually move, which I think is cool. We've got Moaning Myrtle's bathroom right here, which is the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. Down here, you actually have the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. And then you actually have the Chamber of Secrets right here with Salazar Slytherin's face in the background.
One of my favorite things is the moving staircases.
I agree.
I just
Then
love
you have the
moving
Great Hall
staircases.
right here, which is all of the house tables and stuff, which I love.
Did you say Griffin or
Dumbledore's office is up there,
Yeah.
and even the gargoyle here.
I didn't say this, but I have some of the offices in classrooms. So I've got like Dolores Umbridge's office.
Yes.
And then I have the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom next to it. And then this is the hall where they see in the Chamber of Secrets when they see the like
Chamber of Secrets
the
has been
Muggle
opened.
board. Yeah, the chamber's been opened. And then you have the bridge and the common areas. The hardest part of this whole set, or the longest,
Was the
all
base.
all of it was long, but the base took so long because it has to be so sturdy to hold everything else up. So
Yeah.
it was really fun.
Anyway,
lots
we had a great time.
lots and
So let's put it back together
lots
here.
of
So you can see it at scale.
lots and lots of time. went
I
into
think the
this.
front, honestly, the courtyard is my favorite.
I will say, on Friday night, no, Thursday night, we took the evening off and said that all we were going to do is make
Literally
this Lego
this is it.
set, and we were hoping to finish it. But we started at 7-ish or
was like
something.
6:30.
I don't know. And then at 12:30, we opened our eyes, and it was halfway through the
were
Chamber of
like-
Secrets, or almost through Chamber of Secrets, and I was like,
We
we
were
gotta
watching
stop.
the extended editions.
And I think
yeah.
we just finished mostly the bases. We'd started on
Yes.
some of the upper part, and then we watched all the way through the Goblet of Fire. Near the end of Goblet of Fire is when we finished.
Yeah.
So it
Took
took us
us
about
4
four
movies?
movies
Almost 4
to
movies.
build it. But it was kind of great. It was a perfect set for 2 people.
Yeah.
Because mine starts out like this is the second half you build. So this is book 1 and 2 of the like instruction book. And this is book 3 and 4. So I could work on 3 and 4 and Paul could work on 1 and 2, which is great.
Anyway, we love it.
Okay, I'm going to move it now.
Yeah, let's move back to the table back there. So
I have
we
a
can
package
actually-
to open.
Somebody said that you like our Chippendale mugs, and I think Chippendale sent us a package. So we should open it on live. Cheeky. It says Chippendale sent it, but I don't think it was like Disney proper. I think it was just like somebody that's.
think we have a Chippendale. It's real life
Real life Chippendale sent it. Not.
I have to be kind of careful because don't drop it. Yeah, be so careful. Honestly, we're terrified. After watching our friend Carter, literally go watch Carter Kinch's YouTube video of him building that entire set.
The ending is
it's
him dropping it.
CarterKench.
Yeah.
Great kid, very funny. He's not a kid, really. He's an adult, but just a very high energy, very much our vibe. And
Somebody asked,
he built it and then was carrying it all as one piece, and then the middle buckles, and you watch his surprise on his face as it drops, and just his agony as it crumbles.
because it's so sad.
It's so much work. I think he spent 3 days on it.
Yeah,
like that was his full.
if it wasn't two of us working on it, it
know.
would be like a 3-day project
so far.
for sure. Anyway,
Um,
I was telling you before, I have these lights to go in them too, so I need now to wire the.
I think
lights.
before we put the lights in, though, we need to figure out where it's going.
Yes.
Because I did have this idea, and Paul, I don't know if Paul's really on board for this idea. I really want to build the other side. I want to build book
you
1
want
and 2. And I also think it would be really fun to build it at Christmas time because Harry
so you
Potter
just want
movies-
to take it apart every after you build it.
I don't know. I think it could be kind of a fun tradition.
Dang,
But Paul hates that
that's-
idea. I can tell in his eyes right now. Paul hates that idea,
much
so
work.
probably
It's
not.
so much.
Probably not. What's my favorite song from Hamilton?
My shot.
My Shot, probably.
I
Yeah.
love My Shot.
I also like the Skylar Sister song.
Yes.
Don't drop
Don't
it.
drop it for real.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta get scissors. I'm drawing this
So anyway, I need to do this still, but that we'll have to wait a minute. And it really does depend on if we're going to take it apart or not, because I can't put these in if we're going to take it apart.
No, we'll probably not take it apart.
No, I don't want to take it apart. I love it. It's so huge. It's literally like such a masterpiece.
Do you think it could fit on that top shelf?
I think it would hang off the edges just a little bit, but I think it would fit. I think we can make it. You stop eating, bruh.
I'm so hungry.
Literally, grab a LaCroix and the tea. Just grab everything for me, and bring over scissors. LaCroix, scissors. You got the hot waters on this side. We're really good at dancing. Thank you. Sometimes I really doubt myself, so I appreciate you saying that. We didn't start dancing until college, like really like training dance until college. And so we're always a little bit insecure because we just haven't had the time that a lot of other dancers have had. Like starting at a young age, you really do get
You learn a lot of foundation.
A lot of foundation. And we didn't do ballet as kids, obviously.
Or even as adults, yeah, it was.
So like there's just a lot of stuff like that I wish I was better at. But you know
We
what?
are doing more videos than the makeover. There's been a lot of updates already.
And we filmed them all.
And you can see some of them already. But we're going to make dedicated videos for them because we had so much fun with them. And we're trying to get through. So we have a video editor. And we're working with him to get through all of Japan. And it's just taking a lot of time because we have a lot of videos we want to make about Japan. And then after that, we're going to focus on that. We might squeeze one in here and there. We also filmed the whole process of us building that Lego set. We want to make a video about that just because we want to make videos about things we're interested in. Yeah. So that's it.
Are you ready, Luke?
Yes, I'm ready.
We've got a lot of styrofoam here.
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna try to do this as gently as possible. I know. They just know we don't like... They just know how to pester us. By giving us the...
What?
No way.
Perfect.
Wait.
We might need to get a little spotlight for it. Is it a real?
It's real. It's real glass. It's like real
It's
glass.
a disco ball, guys. I don't know if you can tell. Whoa, careful. I am so scared. Careful. I'm going to keep this box right here.
Yeah.
So in case it drops.
And it's real glass pieces. Like it's not
It's
like...
real mirrored pieces. It's a
Yeah.
mirror ball. Oh, I love it. I wonder if we could put it in the window or something. Like hang it from the window.
Yeah, I wonder.
Or in the corner.
Because if you put it in the corner...
But then that might be where the actual castle goes. We got to be careful.
I
That
know.
is trippy. Look at it. Straight into it.
I know.
It's
That's trippy.
Chip and Dale.
Look at them.
You cheeky boys.
They know.
They know that we're...
Wait,
we're,
let's put it right here. Let's put it right here.
Oh, careful. Oh my gosh, that makes me so nervous.
Yeah, but then it's got the styrofoam right here.
Yeah,
That is
a legit
so cool.
That is legit.
You guys, this is perfect this is our perfect vibe right now. This is actually, I never would have thought about a real life disco
Hold on,
ball.
I gotta, like,
Yeah. Wait. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
whoa, it has like a legit screw.
Yeah. It's hefty, heavy duty. Guys, this is so cool.
I think we have a little spotlight. What if we put that like the crazy
you,
like
you
neon?
tightened that down, but you don't want it too tight because you want it to be able to move.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Other way.
You do it. I can't believe you've done this. Just kidding. You want it to be able to move within that bracket. I think there's a bolt on the bottom and a bolt on the top, and then you would
Like that?
Yeah, so that it can do a little bit of movement. That way, if it catches the breeze, since there's breeze inside, you know. There, that's pretty good. There you go.
I can't believe you've done this.
There.
Whoa! Look at it in the camera.
I know.
What an iconic piece. Also, if you can't tell, this is so perfect for our space. We love orbs. We just love them.
Rounded edges.
This lamp right here.
Fave.
We have an orb lamp over there that I'm obsessed. Palm of your head.
Oh, sorry.
Other way, actually. Turn. It's way over in that corner behind the orb,
It's my
and it's
favorite.
got like squares around the. It's incredible. And then this orange lamp over here, it's giving retro.
Glass.
Guys, it's giving retro.
You guys, okay. Our
We're
nephews
obsessed.
and niece are coming over soon.
Yeah, they're coming to visit on the way through the town. And
Like
so
just like driving through.
I was
and I'm
telling their
like,
parents, I said, we have a lot of breakable things.
yeah,
And they were like,
we didn't used to.
they're
No.
like, and I was like, we're going to have to move some stuff. They're like, that's
Yep.
okay. So anyway, it just made me a little nervous. But they're
you should do
older.
the pop music dance with it. Yes.
We need to do a lot of disco stuff with it. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Chip and Dale scored.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
now have to figure out how to hang it.
I know.
I mean,
and
we
where?
have some hooks, but maybe there's like an S hook randomly up there.
I know, an S hook. I wonder. We need to play with where to put it though because of
Dude,
light.
at like sunset, you know how we
Yeah.
get so much light on the second half of the day?
Yes.
Light
We
shooting
say.
in here, it's just going to blast all over the room. Thank you, Chip and Dale.
I know.
Chip and Dale.
You were born too late. I know, Charles. We missed the 80s. I love the 80s.
I love that I live in this age of technology, but I love the clothes. We are having the hardest time finding leisure suits and some of this vintage stuff, but we have some spots we need to go check some more, and we have some ideas. we were looking, and we might even be able to find some patterns and actually just like
make some like leisure suits
make
and stuff.
some. I can't
leisure
do that,
suits
but
are like nowhere. We rented some for
anyone has one.
Easter
And happened to be a 29 or 30 size.
I know.
And a 40 size chest or a suit coat 40. I don't know how sizing goes for those, but
I know. Oh yeah, Siri where to put it in your house. Yeah,
Siri.
she's perking up her ears.
I honestly, that could be. There's so many options. I have so many ideas for this.
Yeah, early 80s. I really love like the late 70s, early 80s. Like
Or
that's
even
like my favorite.
mid-70s, yeah.
70s was great.
And we like the 80s too. Here's the deal. I like vintage stuff. I love the 50s for certain reasons. I love the 60s for certain reasons. 50s, I love the greaser era, like the Outsiders.
Sorry, Joseph. Be careful with saying the S lady's name. S lady.
Oh,
people's house.
My apologies.
My apologies. Yeah.
Miss Ma'am.
Yeah. Honestly, Hillary, me and ChatGPT are besties. I ask ChatGPT so many things throughout the day. It's kind of insane, actually.
This is so fun. Look at it.
Come to Solid Gold Party in Australia in July. Oh, Solid Gold Party in Australia. Paul, Australia's also... Listen, we have a lot of things on the list. We could do like a world tour of just going to places we want to go to. Things like Australia, South Korea. I really want to go to the place that Crazy Rich Asians was filmed.
I know. Starts with an S. What? Why can't I think about it?
It's
on my dream destination list.
I know. Gosh, what is it called?
Singapore. Thank you, Gene.
Singapore. There it is.
Thank you, Gene.
Yeah. Singapore.
Yeah.
Singapore's on the list. Thailand.
Here's the deal. I don't know if anyone's on from South
Brazil.
Korea. Somebody was on earlier, but my dream is to go to a K-pop festival in South Korea.
So I do kind of want to come back to the UK. I think that'd be fun.
The UK would be fun again. I'd love to go.
I'd love to go to like,
there's so many places, guys,
India,
and it's just so expensive.
Like, yeah, I know. Traveling is expensive.
Oh, ramen. Have you ever been to Florida? Many times.
Many times.
We love Disney World.
Yeah.
In fact, we're APs.
I've been watching your aerobics dance videos all over and over again. I love that, Dallas. We had so much fun making those.
Oh, yeah. It was a blast.
Some people, I think, are getting a little tired of them. It's the third one in a row of those aerobics videos, and one person said, "Stop." I said, "Heard."
Christopher said, "Have you ever heard of Cameo? You should sign up for Cameo for people. You guys are so fun and give such good vibes." Thank you. We tried.
Nobody asked.
They actually reached out and said you should sign up to be a creator on Cameo. I followed all the instructions, and all it would have let me do is sign up as a viewer account, so I could only buy cameos. I could not offer them. So I reached out to the company again, and then never heard back from them. So honestly, we'll see if they ever reached out again. We totally sign up. It'd be an easy. It's a fun way to like send videos to people and like just give birthday wishes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun. I don't love the aerobic videos, TBH. I totally get it. It's not for everybody. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. That was a passion project that we wanted to do.
Yeah,
and it really wasn't. We'd been requested a lot. That was our most requested video from friends, from fans, from everybody, like in DMs and stuff. Every time that goes viral, we get sent it a ton of times.
Yes,
we could not find the right leotards. The like clothing that we were
looked
wearing
everywhere.
And so we looked everywhere. I finally found a place in the UK that sold those that were slated for men. I'm not sure if they actually were made for men, but they just marketed them for men.
Yeah, they didn't feel like they were made for men.
Yeah,
let me put them on.
Yeah, they maybe.
Okay, but here's the thing too is that I think that like they were probably right, but I think the listing was wrong. Do you know what I mean? Because the listing had square, like I think they were fine and they worked and they did what they needed to do.
No, I think it was spot on actually.
But
I think it worked out.
You think it was the right shape? That was the shape that was advertised.
Yeah, I think when I looked back at it, it was.
It was just we had that specific thought in mind, and then it wasn't actually what that.
Yeah, but even when I'm looking at the videos, comparing the videos that are above us, I think it's spot on to what we needed it to be. Yeah. The thing about them. Sorry, but what I was going to say about that is we had wanted to remake that video since probably 2012 when I first saw that video go viral on YouTube. This is way back in the day. Actually, probably before that. I think I probably saw it before we even started making videos. And I've always wanted to remake those. Like, ever since I saw it, I was like, I want to remake these videos. So when we were getting ready to hit 500,000, we'd been looking and shopping. We finally found the leotards. And And then we were kind of holding off making them because it was daunting. Honestly, it's just a different kind of choreography. It's not, yes, it's very like sharp and angular. And thankfully, actually at the studio we go to, the warm-up has a lot of 80s aerobics type warm-up movements.
Yeah.
And so that was really fun for us to get to like experience and like discover, but it was a little daunting to start. So when we were getting close to 500,000 followers on Instagram, I was like, this is a great excuse to get us off our butts and do it because it was fun. And we had a blast. So I get that it's not for everybody, and it wasn't going to be something everyone loved. It was a passion project. It's something we'd always wanted to do.
And I love that a lot of people did enjoy it.
Yeah. And we're actually, it's fun. There's people commenting on it who are in that video.
Yeah.
Who are like people that did those competitions.
They were,
and
like some of the guys are
the competitors
that are in the video.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
So I was like, whoa, that's us. And then they tagged their buddy, and then they're like, oh, yeah.
Those kicks actually did kind of hurt. At least for me.
Okay. Yeah. Paul and I both have damaged hamstrings. We don't know how damaged. There just seems to be some level of nerve pain.
And no
I
matter
can do the splits on both sides. Paul can get close. But so it's not like necessarily fully hamstring. We think it might actually be in some other joint or in a connector to the actual glute. We think it's actually between the glute and the.
Which makes
I
kicking
have talked
incredibly
to
painful.
Yeah, we talked to some physical therapists, and we still don't know fully what's wrong. But it's made kicking incredibly painful for a long time. It's made leg days incredibly painful at times.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes it's terrible. So that's what makes me think it's nerve. And maybe it's like where the nerve is sliding through, and there's
maybe
some
it's
tight
the case
muscles.
of the 30s.
Honestly, but it's been happening since we were in high
21.
school. I remember that knot in my
yeah.
glute being there. That
Same.
feels like it's pinning something since I was in high school and started gymnastics. So there's been a level, but I've had more. In the last 4 years, I gained flexibility more.
We got. There's just lots going on here. Really?
Really?
We love that. Those kicks were incredible, but ouch. Oh, wait, no.
I will say those kicks, though, because they're off to the side, they don't hurt as bad.
It's straight kicks in front of you that hurt like the dickens.
Honestly, those, I just wish they were higher.
Yeah,
I wish they looked
same.
like the girls and guys that were doing it before we did it.
I know, they like smack the face.
They
It's
smack,
like
they're
crazy.
like up here.
They're like bam.
I would love to be able to do that. I can't.
My hamstrings don't allow it. Somebody asked you.
Actually, I don't think it's my hamstrings. I think it's actually my hip bones.
Michael, you asked about minoxidil, if we're still doing that. We
are.
And we actually love it. I honestly have not seen like results like this ever in my life. So
I'm going to be real with you. I've grown my hair out since I was 16. I have tried to grow my hair out as long as I can, and I've always had gaps here in my like bangs or fringe. If I had a fringe, I always had gaps. I don't have any gaps anymore. And my hair's thicker. In fact, at the last haircut I got, the guy thinned it a ton because it was so thick, which is crazy. I've never had hair that thick.
And Luke was not that happy.
I honestly wanted it to be a little thick.
He was like,
I liked how voluptuous it was.
He liked how thick it was.
I wanted to have big hair,
but
to hide some secrets.
Our hairdresser thinned it, and honestly, I think it looks really good.
Paul's really happy.
Today I was not happy with it. It didn't lay right.
Was
but
watching
it
a video and it was
is.
talking about how the 70s hairstyles are coming back in and like the
Yeah.
shag and like over the ears.
The
and I
mod,
said,
yeah.
I'm growing it back out. I don't care what anyone says. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I do
I'm
kinda
growing it
wanna
back
grow
out.
mine out.
I miss it so much.
Tommy, you gotta get on some Rogaine, dude.
Dude, seriously, I'm not even
Seriously.
joking. I'm not
paid to say that.
I'm not paid to say that. We are going to work with him again though for Father's Day. Be looking
I
on the
think
lookout for
there
that.
might be an
And if you
on
see
that.
an ad, please engage with it. Watch it all the way through. Really
Share it with your
love it. Share it on your
friends.
story.
Yeah, those are really
That
helpful
help.
analytics.
If there's a link, click on the link. Even if you don't buy, click on the link. Sorry, that's what we were.
We haven't even got on that call yet.
Literally, yeah.
And
no, not
honestly,
yet. It's a long way out.
Look, you probably shouldn't be talking about it.
We don't have an NDA.
Oh, that's true. We don't
It's
have
fine.
an NDA,
It's fine.
but we do love Rogaine.
Yeah, we love
regardless
Rogaine.
of whether or not they pay us.
They have. It has. And to be perfectly honest, we were on it. We got on it right when we first worked with him, and we've not stopped, and we've bought it all ourselves.
Tom,
So.
you let me know how the tea tree oil goes. That is like
My
something
sister-in-law did that with my brother,
and
it
didn't really work.
It
But
did work for a little while, and then it didn't hold. So
yeah,
I
I think once
definitely
you
would-
start, definitely don't stop. But that's the same with minoxidil. Once you start, you really can't stop.
I also recommend, this is not a part of branding at all, but you can just do this with your doctor, or if you go on to, you can get like a web dermatologist or something to do it. Paul, stop. But we're on finasteride as well, which is a DHT blocker, which is what's causing you to lose your hair. So if you get on that, that's a daily pill. It's cheap. It's like $35 for
90 days.
90 days. Like it's
At least at Costco. Go to
at least at Costco. That's where we get our meds. But we are on that as well, and that stops the hair loss from happening. And then Rogaine can help restart it. We also dermastamp, which is like a little tiny stamp with a bunch of needles, and we do that once a week.
And it stimulates hair growth.
And that has been, I think that all three of those things have worked together so well. We do minoxidil twice a day, we do finasteride once a day, and we dermastamp once a week. So it's not a terrible routine. It's not hard at all.
I saw this earlier. Eric is celebrating an anniversary.
What?
I think today. Yes.
Whoa.
Eric, congratulations.
Congratulations.
19 years.
That's huge.
Sorry, I just didn't want to. I saw that earlier, but Luke was talking, and I didn't want to interrupt him, and so I
Yes.
waited. But now we've lost it. So, but
Mountain bike
Christopher is
fan?
now bald. He said
Who?
his partner. I think I'm gonna assume Eric
Well, hey.
is now bald, but he thinks he's very good looking.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I have a very misshapen head, and I have buzzed my head before, and I was not a fan of it. So I like to personally have hair, but I think that if you can rock, my boss in high school.
Sorry, I do want to answer this question before I forget. For finasteride, you do need a prescription. You can go to a dermatologist. You can go online and just like submit photos of your scalp to an online dermatologist, and then they can prescribe you finasteride. It's one of the easier. It's a DHT blocker. It's not.
We use an app called It's MII.
This is not
Skin.
sponsored.
This is not sponsored. It's an app called My Skin, MIISKIN, and you can go on there. You submit photos. It's like $35 to like have an appointment. Then the dermatologist
the
looks at
doctor.
it
Yeah.
and then verifies that it's something that you need. They basically are looking for like signs of hair loss. So when you take the pictures,
here's the thing: the earlier you get on any type of these things, like
Hey,
Rogaine,
here's some chip.
finasteride, the earlier you can get on any of these things, the better.
yeah, that's what we say. My buddy Wes Elder was the one who kind of put us on to minoxidil and finasteride, and so minoxidil, finasteride, and dermastamping. And he's done a lot of research. His mom's a dermatologist, and that was very helpful for us.
And honestly, it's been huge.
Yeah,
But honestly,
I don't know if anyone else is.
everyone's like, I don't care. We were talking about aerobics. Hair. Anyway, that's that.
Peter said my son totally 70s hair.
I know.
I mean, I loved when I had the hair. When we did like the
I really
boogie,
struggled with the like wearing, like the day-to-day.
and to be honest,
stuff.
this is what I've told Paul too.
I can do whatever I
We
want.
do not have to have the same hair, and if you don't like the long hair look, don't do it.
After-
but I loved it, and I was so sad to cut it. And I still loved the mullet. I liked
I
the
love
mullet.
this. I love what we
like
have
where we're
going
at now.
on.
It's fine.
I think everything we've done over the last, like, since we've grown our hair out, I've actually really enjoyed the look of. In the moment, I've struggled with it.
Yeah.
So then it's like I have to realize that wherever I'm at right now is okay. Like I have to own it because I'm gonna miss it when I don't have it anymore. Nick says I refuse to let my hair fall out. I will get a transplant surgery if I have to.
Tommy said
Yeah.
I actually buy Kirkland's signature Rogaine. Oh, nice.
Like
That's
they're
sick.
like the
Honestly,
minoxidil is
minoxidil, and
minoxidil.
even Rogaine will say we just invented minoxidil. But yeah, it's all the same.
No. Everything that you buy on the off market is the same. I just can't handle my hair touching my neck. I get that, Maddie.
Yeah, that's Paul.
I hated it.
Paul, even with the mullet.
No, you even hated that too.
Even with the mullet, Paul would be like,
You-
"Well, I would
You
too.
would too.
I would too. That's not true. I can't just do you."
Luke would do this because it would touch his collar. He'd go like this.
Okay, you did the same thing.
Yeah.
all over Japan.
All over Japan.
Yeah,
Trying to tuck it in our
I do
coats.
think that I'll probably trim like the back to stay in line with my hairline, but just let it continue to. I'll let it shag a little bit, but I do want it to keep. Oh, tretinoin is supposed to be good for your hairline too, but it's actually just really. But I use it because it's really good for your skin. I've heard that as well.
Yeah. Joseph said, yeah, at 32 my hair was thinning. Now it simply isn't. LOL. Now I have effectively the monk cut.
Nice.
Hey, that works.
Nice. I'm a little older and I've always had a lot of hair and very thick hair. So to me, losing it now is strange.
Yeah.
Oh, have you started? I would recommend getting on it. Definitely the DHT blocker. Get on finasteride right away because the
Yes.
sooner you can stop the hair loss or at least stop it from continuing to like for follicles to die.
Here's the
it's
thing.
it's basically a hormone. that's
Sedane,
being
also, hello. Sedane said sometimes it's really hard. It takes forever to grow your hair out.
I
Yes,
know,
but for some
well-
reason, Luke and I, and maybe it's because we're on finasteride and minoxidil and
Our
we're
hair's growing
dermastamping,
very fast.
It grows real fast.
Yeah.
Like we got to get haircuts. Like if we do skin fades like we have right now, you got to get them like every 2-3 weeks. We got to get a haircut.
Yeah, it's
Because it
almost
grows
like
out
every week. It's crazy.
real fast. I wish you had my genes. I'm over 60 and haven't started losing. That's Charles.
Whoa.
Hang on to that. My dad. Okay, here's the thing.
My dad
still has his hair.
He's a little thinner. Like his hair is just like finer than it was before.
But it's not
lost. But then my
lost.
brother Steven, who has very similar hair to my dad in like texture, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's just
but then
crazy.
my brother
to me.
Nate isn't thinning.
But you know, somebody said it has to do with water. Like water can play a huge part of it. What's in our like regular pipes.
They were near Chicago for a long time.
I mean, whatever. But we've always lived in apartments.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all spring fed from the mountains in Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
So these are all factors.
That
I've
could
just heard that
be
be a thing. And we've always been in older buildings. Like this is an older building. Obviously it's been remodeled, but it's an older building.
Okay, Maddie, I agree with that. My hair grows really fast, and it's both annoying and expensive when I have to keep it short. When I want to keep it short.
I feel that.
Really hard.
When I was growing it out, it was so nice.
I loved it.
I literally got a haircut before we went to Europe, and then I did not touch my hair until we got mullets.
January. Yep.
Yeah, January. How many siblings are there? We have 5 total.
There's 5 kids total.
Paul and I are number 3 and 4 of 5. Can you guess? Hold on, guess. Oh, no, that's not really much of a guess. But guess who is Luke or Paul number 3 or number 4?
Is Luke number 3 or is Paul number 3?
Yeah.
That's really the question.
That's the question.
And we are 3 and 4 of 5.
Emily, you only cut your hair every year or 2? That's awesome. My brother's hairline has thinned, keeping mine. Whoa.
Oh,
that's
interesting.
crazy. Paul's 3. I have to trim my hair more often because I'm trying to grow it longer.
Wow, there's some different opinions here in the chat on who's older, Luke.
Darren says Luke is 3, Paul's 4. Nick says Luke is older. April says Paul. Emily says Paul. Everything is so expensive.
Paul 3,
Hamilton,
Luke 4.
Lover for Ham for life. Yes, agreed.
Everything is
Paul
expensive.
3. We have more votes for Paul being older at this point. Come on, guys.
We
called my mom.
Listen, we called my mom and we built a Harry Potter Lego set.
We did call my
That's
mom.
what we did
I
for
should have sent her flowers.
I know.
My brother and his family was there. It was fun.
Luke
then I
is
called my
3,
sister, who's
Paul
also a
is
mom.
4.
Today.
It's another vote. Right now we're tied, I think, for. Oh no, now we have.
Okay. Michael
13
coming in with the
older.
actual facts. Yeah, Paul is older than me by 13 minutes.
By 13.
Y'all are so smart. Guys, how old am I? I have no idea. I remember because I'm the
Luke is
cousin.
older according to a previous vlog. What vlog is that? Because it's wrong.
I mean, I probably did say that in a vlog.
You were older?
No, I don't know if I've ever
Brava.
said that. Emily's older by 6 minutes.
That's crazy.
Michael says, I pay attention.
Yeah, Michael does pay attention.
He does.
Luke and I today, we were just pestering each other all day today.
We
tried to take a day off and like do things around the house that aren't work.
But we were very productive.
We were very productive. Honestly, we should take Mondays off more often because we work like all weekend.
Yeah, we worked
didn't
all
work that hard
weekend
this weekend, but
no, we worked on that
Lego
set, which did feel like a productive thing to do. But today we were so productive. We cleaned the house. I cleaned my bathroom. I did my laundry and folded it in the same day, which never happened.
Back here does not look very clean, but that's not. We didn't clean that part.
We didn't know what to do with the Lego.
No, we were just enjoying the Lego being.
Yeah,
out.
we wanted it to be out until so we could look at it. Yeah. A day off is good. It was good. And then we got to the gym and we did some dancing. We didn't film anything, but we just did some dancing.
It was
for
more
us.
for class.
And for class, we have some choreography we're setting for a small troupe.
But we're not choreographing it. It's somebody else. And so
No,
we have to
we are choreographing for tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But then we're done with the choreography. Now we have to simplify it because it's just too hard.
Yeah,
And
whoops.
we just have no idea how to do it for certain skills.
Steve, maybe. Any collabs with Matt Bloyd coming up? I enjoyed your interactions with him before.
Oh,
yeah, maybe.
Thank you. Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see what
If
comes
our
up.
paths cross
He
again.
is getting ready. If you don't know, Matt Bloyd, our friend, is getting ready to release some new music.
An
So
album, right?
Thrilled.
Or a
I think it'll
EP?
start with a single.
Oh, single.
And it's very, very nostalgic. This is whole
We've
he's a country artist.
heard
so
some
which is
NDA.
I'm just more of
love
a
it.
pop boy myself, but Matt's music is truly
Steve, I
amazing.
agree.
And his
His
voice is
voice is
incredible.
incredible.
It's insane. So I'm very excited to see what he does. Technically, I've heard some of it, so I can say that it is amazing. And
Yes.
then I think his first single comes out on the 23rd or in the 20s. Yeah, 23rd. He just released a video of him listening to the chorus
Yes.
of one of the songs.
It's just a single that's released. It's not an album release.
The first single. He'll roll out 3 singles and then it's an
And
album
then
cycle.
an album cycle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll do a cycle. I think.
Is there a ghost in your apartment? Probably. We've never met him though, or they, or I don't know.
I like the 80s and 90s country. I don't feel like I'm very, very acquainted with 80s country.
I know. Maybe
90s country, I do feel like I have a decent.
Honestly, yeah, it's super exciting for Matt. We're excited for him. I think it's gonna be. It's been a minute since he's released new music. He's been working on this. for a while.
If some of you, Steve sounds like he knows and has followed him. But if you don't know, his discography is incredible on YouTube.
Yeah,
he did a full album when The Lion King was coming out, the live action Lion King, and it's incredible.
It's so good. His Circle of Life is
incredible. I mean, it's breathtaking. I listened to it on an airplane with my AirPods one time, and I got off the plane and I texted him and I was like, Matt, that was an emotional journey.
You had no right.
You had no right to go that. It did not need to go that hard.
It did not need to go.
But the video that he did is like on Pride Rock, it looks like. It's
it
crazy.
looks great. Somebody
Check it out
asked,
on YouTube.
Do you think Luke would have been Paul if he came out first or vice versa? Actually, technically, my name was supposed to be Luke and Paul was supposed to be the second born. Generally, with twins, your firstborn is larger than your second born.
Because of how they drop.
Paul means small. But I was small. I was lighter than Luke when we were born. And because of that, Mom was like, I can't name Paul the larger twin. That doesn't make any sense.
Paul means humble, and then in some ways it is meaning. The meaning is like small. So that was why.
That's why she was like, I can't do that.
Paul
so then Paul, and that's why we know that we're the right twin, because even though we looked incredibly identical as babies, they could always weigh us if they got confused.
Yeah,
and they always knew how much we weighed. So exactly down to the ounce. That's how it works.
Amazing,
crazy. We were weighed often.
Oh, wow. Christopher started doing country western dancing when I was 17, and I danced for about 18 years.
God,
I
love line dancing.
Amazing. Was it like line dancing, or were you doing partner dancing, swing? What styles? Country western dancing is maybe it's a specific genre of dance that I'm not familiar with, but
hi Jay.
I love it. Hi Jay. Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, what do you feel up to?
What is everybody else doing?
Like, how was your weekend? What did you do for Mother's Day? Anything fun? Because we just built Lego sets and stuff.
Yeah, we had a great weekend. It was honestly very, very nice.
Very
relaxing.
And
then today we actually got a lot done. Had some meetings and texts and stuff with our manager and stuff, but tried to not stay off our computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're working on a project.
All of it, like line, swing, two-step, waltz, cha-cha. That is amazing.
I love line dancing. I love swing.
I love swing.
Swing is something I'm not a swing dancer.
1950 swing.
Yeah. I love it. But even country swing. I like watching country swing.
It's so fun.
I'm not good at it, and I don't know how to do it, but I love watching it.
Oh, that's amazing. We had a Mother's Day lunch and then celebrated my uncle's 70th birthday. That's so fun.
Michael,
Steve turned 40.
Mountain bike.
Whoa, happy birthday late.
Mountain bike fam, I thought about weighing to keep identical twins identified. What if you weighed the exact same? It's really hard to weigh the exact same ounce.
You almost
to
never
a point.
do.
You're never going to weigh perfectly identically. There's just no, down to all that. So it was pretty easy. We were always a couple ounces off. So
there might be some cases where it's identical, but
I was
even
born in
identical
4'3" and Lucas 5'2", and I don't
because of the way that you're fed in the womb, it'd be very difficult for it to be
identical with that.
Turned 40. Happy birthday, Steve. Belated, of course. Oh, Michael saw Thunderbolts. You were right. It was really good. We know. So good.
We know.
Somebody else messaged me that they saw it today as well. I think Peter, you saw it today, and you liked it. Oh,
Kim,
as well.
I wish you didn't have to go back to work. I get that.
I need to read all you sent me some review, your review thoughts, and I need to read them still. You sent them right before I went to dance. I didn't get to read them.
It wasn't Mother's Day.
East Coast swing is my favorite, but I also like West Coast. Whoa, the fact that you know both. I know some people just really stick with one side, which is crazy.
I know. It wasn't Mother's Day. Maddie said it wasn't Mother's Day here, but we started preparing for a big holiday next week. That's good.
Oh, first I got to a hotel.
Kim said, I'm sticking around for a bit longer because I'm the boss and I can do that.
Yeah, you are, Kim.
You're the boss.
Also, thank you. We're drinking tea that Kim sent. Mm-hmm. Peter said he definitely loved it. He's talking about Thunderbolts. How many people have seen Thunderbolts? Add the hand raising emoji.
Yeah, raise your hand or put a K in the chat or something.
Thunderbolts is probably one of my favorites that we've seen recently, for sure. I just
Do you know
loved
what flavor you put in? Because this is good. But it's like lavender.
It's the green rose.
Oh, rose.
Green rose.
Green rose. T2.
Green rose Everdeen.
T2. It's very good. I can't count swing music the right way, so just struggle for me. Man, I think that would be a struggle for me too, but I think you get used to it.
It seemed short to me, Steve said. Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like it was the perfect length. I feel like it was, I do feel like there's like it could have been longer, but they had to do the intro and then the mid like storyline. So I know that they like there. It did feel a little disjointed.
I would love an extended cut of that film.
I know, I would too.
To see like some of the deleted scenes and stuff.
I want to see more development. I loved Bob.
I love Bob,
and I love how and the Void. I like Bob's fight with
Steve.
the Void.
I agree. I think that final fight was fast, but I liked the emotional through line of it.
They didn't make it about the fight. They made it about the
emotions.
It was definitely focused on the emotions, which I liked. Yeah. Some people didn't like that they didn't do enough character development for Bucky. Oh, sorry, no spoilers. Yeah, I gotta be careful.
No spoilers. Sedaine said, if you're into horror B movies, I got to film as an extra and help with makeup on last summer, and it premiered on Friday. Oh, that's cool. I'm not a big horror fan,
but Sedaine, that's cool.
But that's really cool. Okay, good night. Have such a sweet sleep. I need to go to sleep as well. But
Kim. I will stop talking about Thunderbolts. I don't want to give any spoilers.
Yeah,
I feel
Luke.
like I literally just gave some.
Yeah, Luke is over here just like rambling on.
But the end credit scene is so good.
Yeah, stop talking. Literally, keep your mouth shut.
Sorry.
Luke and I have a hard time because we don't think in the
I was like, that's not a spoiler, and then it totally is.
Yeah, literally.
Bad. That's why I try really hard not to talk about them.
And I was kind of spoiling things by talking about what the
I also feel like it's hard on a live stream to talk about anything because like media related because you don't want to spoil it for people, but it's also fun to discuss.
That's true, Dean. Marvel has already kind of spoiled the end credit scene. They also literally sent us a poster that spoils the asterisk.
Yeah, but that was like that. I mean, I would say that if you didn't want to get that spoiled, you needed to go see it on the Thursday that it opened. You know.
Yeah. Oh yes, Peter. Yes, if you waited to the very end, there was another scene, but you can find it online. People talk about it online.
Yeah, I'll send you a link, or just look up end credit scene of Thunderbolts.
True, Sedaine. I agree with that.
What did she say?
She said once you get into something, it's like hard to stop. I know, especially with like these films. Like I get excited.
They all
about
like
it.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Stitch also did something to the poster. Yeah, Stitch also did. And also Stitch has been running amok in theater. So if you go to the right theaters, you might see an animatronic of Stitch.
I really wanted to go find him.
Wreaking havoc.
I think most of them are in LA, though.
I think so.
And they're like special like media events.
Yeah.
Because my friend Blake went to one at Santa Monica.
Yeah. And he was wreaking havoc.
Yeah, he was.
Which is cutie. Are you going to have a disco ball opening when you put it up? I don't know. We need to figure out where we're going to put it. It's going to
take a second for us to figure that out. We got to figure that all the things out.
I love your 80s workout videos. Me too, Raul.
Thank you.
I love that you love them.
We're having so much fun with them. We have another video coming out to it's hip to be square, and it's long. I mean, it's like probably a little less than a minute long.
Hip to be square.
But we had a lot of fun with it. And we changed some things while we were filming it, which just made us take so long. And then the final take.
The camera overheated. So
the camera overheated.
That's the take we got.
And Paul's not super happy with it because he goes slightly off screen because we have to travel. Yeah. And but we're just gonna zoom in, so it'll make sense when we do it. Yeah. So.
I am excited for Mission Impossible. I need to catch up. I have not caught up.
Steve. What are you talking about?
Mission Impossible.
I know I'm not caught up.
I want to get caught up.
It's so hard. Once you get behind, it's hard.
Early.
I will say that's the problem with Marvel right now. It's hard because it's like
Darren, I love that we can be good vibes for you, man.
If you get behind on Marvel movies, it's hard to catch up. So that's the same way I feel about Mission Impossible. Like it's hard to know. Wait, so how many are there? Like, what did I miss? Yeah,
honestly, right now I'm behind on the Star Wars shows and some of the Marvel shows, and I need to get caught up.
Wait, Solid Gold. I remember watching Solid Gold. Huh? Will you Google that?
Yeah, Solid Gold
on your computer and just see what that. Because honestly, we love all of the suggestions. There's one of
aerobics. Is that aerobics?
I think so. Yeah, it looks like
retro 80s aerobics. Wait, that's Solid Gold Fitness. I'm gonna open it up in a second window so I can.
We'll look at it later. Thank you though.
Yeah, thanks for sending that. Some of you guys have also sent other requests in the chat. If you want to send those again, I just didn't look at them right away. O&J Physical, I would love to see you do that.
Solid gold ended before the 80s, where it was even over. Yeah.
Well,
But it might be some goals. Solid goals.
all right.
I watched Solid Gold too. That's so fun. Great old TV music. There's so many Marvel TV shows it's hard to keep up with. Yeah, and Emily, they've made a statement that says that nothing that happens in the TV shows is like critical for the full timeline. Like you need to understand, so focus on the movies. I will say that's not always the case, as in like Hawkeye's storyline, and I would say even some of, but yeah, I guess for the most part, and Doctor Strange and
Oh, sorry, Charles. I must have missed it. I'm trying to get caught up here and get your guys' recommendations and put them in a Google thing so I can like look them up later. Music by Banana would work with the disco
but
ball.
Stranger Things, the latest
Stranger
Things, the greatest the newest Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness undid a lot of the character development that happened in WandaVision, and that made me sad because I loved WandaVision and I liked her character development in WandaVision, but whatever.
I know. Do you guys recommend those chairs you're on? These ones? These like chairs?
Was Paula Abdul a dancer on Solid Gold?
I don't know. Somebody was saying maybe.
I would love to collaborate with her. She collaborates with so many people. But she's in LA, I think. And so maybe someday.
Have you seen Nathan Less dancing videos? I love Nathan Less.
We love Nathan Less.
We're like we have common friends.
We are not mutuals. He does not follow us, but we comment. He's commented on our videos before, and we've commented on his, and he's been like, "Thanks, guys," and "Thanks, friends." But we're not like followers or anything.
No.
But if I was in LA or not LA, if I was in Australia, I would totally reach out to him and be like, "Y'all want to dance?
Y'all want to dance?"
WandaVision was fantastic. I agree, Sedan.
Oh no, my bat! What happened?
Paul's battery died.
Must have. What the heck?
I didn't think you. I think you might have left it on though.
No, I charged it all over.
Hold on. Going dark. Podcast. Around 6 months, they looked a lot alike. Paul always had a mole, so he never mixed them up. Thanks, Mom. I always dressed them so it was easy to figure out which was who. Mom. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, Mom always did a good job of keeping us apart. Made sure we didn't get mixed up.
I can't wait for them to come visit.
Oh, Mom said that Paul was the third child and the smallest at 4 pounds. Luke was 13 minutes later and the fourth born, weighing 5 pounds 2 ounces. They did not look that much alike. For the first months because of the pound difference. I was a chunky boy.
You look a chunky little baby boy.
That's just a chunky little baby boy.
Little chunky baby boy.
Mom,
we got to talk to Carissa
we talked to
today.
Carissa today for like an hour and a half.
Oh, it was so good.
Delightful.
We had such a great time.
Also, baby Jane is the cutest.
Also, baby Abigail, our other niece, she's
Gabbing.
talking, and I love it.
It's so cute.
She was.
I'm frozen on here.
Oh no! You break. Oh.
No, just kidding.
No, yeah. So so cute. The video in the fam chat of her like talking about the pictures at my grandparents' house, or mom and dad's house.
My mom and dad have pictures
of the other kids.
Abigail is just starting to talk, and she like recognizes people, so she's like Weewum, which is Liam, which is her cousin, and then she's a picture. And
then Ashley,
but she's kind of rough with them.
She's kind of rough on the pictures. But she was like, she was looking at a picture of my sister Carissa, her husband, and baby, and she was like, "Yeah, baby Jane." And then Abigail was like, "No,
not
like,
Jane.
No, picture.
This is a picture. That's not baby Jane."
Okay, well, it was literally so cute. I know my telling of that is not as cute, but
yeah, it was so cute,
so precious.
Does anyone else have little nieces and nephews that are just so cute?
They are so cute.
You just can't even express it enough.
Okay, Cam, have a good day at work. Let us know if you have anything we can be praying for you. Oh yeah, please pray for me. Okay, yeah, we will be praying for you. Which one of you guys get the dance routines down faster?
It kind of depends
on the dance.
But today, Paul was getting it, and I was
killing it today.
Paul was killing it, and I was not.
But I also
wasn't.
But at class tonight, Luke was killing it, and I was not.
Really?
At tap.
Oh yeah, Paul was struggling.
I was on the struggle.
But I did at one point. I felt like I was still 3 hours before. I was like, I'm not even here right now. Like, what is happening?
My brain is not here. Yeah, when we were learning it,
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. But in the final, when we were filming it for the kids, I was like,
yeah, I was killing it.
My brain was not there.
When we were helping out with the class tonight. And,
sure, it ain't.
Needed it.
That cat can count as a nephew.
Oh,
Emily has 5 nieces and nephews total. That's so good.
I love that. We have,
Thank you, Ian.
not that it's not a competition. I'm trying to count. We have 8,
Right?
5, because 2,
6,
1,
7, 8.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.
8. Sorry,
I went to the loo.
to the
What did I
loo.
miss? Oh, we're just talking about our nephews
and
nieces.
Because my mom and dad got on and we were talking with them about picture or videos in the. And this is so random. It's like a FaceTime call. I was like talking to my mom on here about our. It's nothing. Never mind.
About our group chat.
Yeah, a group chat. It was. I'm falling apart.
You falling apart. I
Falling
love it.
apart,
Guys, this summer we are going on we were having a family reunion with our my mom's whole extended family, and a lot the majority of people are coming, which is so exciting for us. It's been, I think the last time we did this was like early 2020.
I love that name.
And we're so excited to see everybody.
I just
It's the
cannot
summer.
wait.
It's going to be a great time.
I also just can't wait to see all of my. I mean, I'm excited for everybody else's too, but I'm excited for my see my
Immediate
nieces and
family.
nephews.
Yeah.
But then
also
we're all
our
going to be
extended
there.
family.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see the extended family too, obviously too. But like, I'm just so excited.
And we grew up going, my parents did a really good job of trying to, we all lived all over the country. So like we didn't
Like,
get
everybody's
to see all of
family.
our cousins very often, but mom and dad did a really good job of getting us together with our cousins. So our cousins have always felt
Like
really
family.
close to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we weren't
So
in the same
not
cities or
everyone will be able
towns.
to make it this year, but a lot of them are. And
Honestly,
I'm so-
more than I thought.
Yeah, true.
I'm very, very
A couple
impressed.
can't make it because of like babies almost being born and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
stuff
but,
like that.
But for the most part, we have a lot coming in. I just can't wait.
What is it? Does anyone have plans for the summer?
Guys, we don't even know what's going on anymore.
What's y'all's plans for the summer?
Yeah.
What's your big, somebody was saying that this is going to be summer 2016, and I didn't know what that meant, but I remember the music 2016 being really, really fun. Like they were saying this is going to be summer 2016.
Oh, summer 2016.
And they said the last time it was almost like summer 2016. It was 2019, but then COVID hit, so then it was like,
No.
meh.
Yeah.
But that was after the summer. I don't know.
Who was
Anyway,
saying this?
somebody on TikTok.
Oh.
Beats me. But I was just saying, like, let's go. I got the question in Nebraska. No, this will actually be in Tennessee, which is really exciting, which is where my mom's from. So it's like her extended family. So
Yes.
we're very excited. This is where we used to go every year with like her and her family. That's where we'd meet. And that's where my grandpa lived just their whole life. That's where my mom grew up.
I'm just excited. We were talking with Carissa today, and who else were we talking about that with?
Mom.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah.
We were talking
Yesterday.
about plans yesterday. When we
So
called.
exciting.
And
All
I'm
the
just
plans.
excited to see everybody. And a lot of like
Oh, thank you, Eric. That's so
roads
kind
will
of you.
funnel through Kansas City on the way to the family reunion. So some people will be staying at our house. Some will be staying at friends' houses. It's going to be just a grand old time. And then we're going to like kind of caravan out yonder way.
Oh, Nick, that's fun. Your niece is getting married in June.
Eric, that is such a great
and then you're going
compliment.
to
Thank
New
you.
York. Nick, are you going to see any shows while you're in New York?
Are you Outsiders? Please see Outsiders.
I want to see
it
Outsiders so bad. I'll be in Vegas and Yuma this weekend.
Wow.
Wait, Las Vegas? Yuma? Is Vegas it?
Wait.
Like in
Vegas?
I might be in Tennessee in July. That's cool.
Charles, let's go.
I'm going to Tetons.
The Tetons, the
Grand
Grand Tetons.
in June, and then a short mission trip to Canada in August.
That's so cool.
I'm seeing Cabaret and Gypsy in a month. Let's
Dude,
go.
Dude,
No summer
Cabaret, I
plans?
think would be cool to see.
I
I would love to see it in
know.
that like really tight, like
I
intimate
know.
space.
I'd love to see it with Eddie Redmayne, but
I know.
we were there when
He's
it was
already
happening, but
done.
he's already he's not in it.
Yeah, he's not in it anymore.
Oh, thank you so much, Christopher. Everyone's being so kind. My gosh. I'm just staying 2 blocks from Broadway, so hopefully.
Joseph said, sadly, my summer will be filled with far too much adulting. I'll just be a.
Rihanna's song, work.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
I love that. Yeah, honestly, us too.
Mom, I'm just excited to see you again.
Yeah. Las Vegas and Yuma, Arizona. That's going to be great. What a fun
Dude.
weekend.
That's great.
Nephew's wedding in August. Great nephew's birth in October.
Wow.
Scott, that's exciting. Congratulations.
Do you guys plan on auditioning for any dance shows like America's Got Talent or the such?
They
I bet
haven't-
you guys would drive the audience crazy. We've been courted by them.
Meaning that they've asked us to audition. We were supposed to audition this summer or like spring, and
That
we
must
were
have-
no, it was while we were in Japan,
Oh,
and so we
that's
weren't
right.
able to do it. And then they were like, "Well, what about later?" So we don't have an NDA with them. We haven't signed anything with them, so
And we don't know.
we don't
anything.
know if it'll even work out or if they'll even want us.
But if we do, you won't hear about it until it
Yeah,
happens.
if you do, you'll hear about it when we audition because we can
Yes.
say when we audition and then when it goes live. You can say, it, but it's
Yeah.
usually 3 months apart.
Right. Yeah.
So you'll know once it happens. Is So You Think You Can Dance still on? It was, and then they canceled it, which is so
Oh
sad.
man, hopefully
It was rebooted, and then
this summer is great because last year you were in chemotherapy, so this is a much better summer.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Sedan is directing one acts for a shortcuts show and classes. Hopefully, finally going to be a bachelor's this time next year. Oh, that's great news.
April said my 7-year-old nephew was with me when another One Bites the Dust came on, and he said, "Aunt April, why do you want to eat dirt?"
Only thing I could say was,
I don't know, buddy.
I don't know, buddy.
I love that. You're gonna be Ian's gonna be in a production of All Shook Up and a chorus line this summer. Let's go.
Let's go.
2 very good shows.
Very great shows.
I love them. Where are you doing those?
See, So You Think You Can Dance still on? I think a variation of So You Think You Can Dance is still happening. It might not anymore.
No, I think it got canceled.
It did get canceled.
Yeah.
I know they tried to revise it, and I
Fox,
don't think it
I'm
worked.
not sure if it worked.
We never did audition for that show. I kind of wish I
don't-
would have.
I just don't know if I have the skill.
We're good dancers. We are not great dancers in the
Those-
dance world.
Those guys are like they're so dynamic, and their
Yeah.
textures and things are just well developed. They've been dancing forever.
Thanks,
It
Zane.
just, I feel like we are just behind, and we never did like collegiate training. I also don't. I think that there is something to be said, and it's not like I'm just downing us or like being humble. I'm just saying like we observe so much dance that
in our lives.
that we're just self-aware. And I think it's important to be self-aware, not to not try for things, because
No,
you never
yeah.
know what you're going to do.
Anymore in the dance world, it's not about talent. It is about who you know.
It's all about who you know.
It literally is.
So I don't think it's that either. Like, I would love to tour, like with Katy Perry or something like that. Like we just saw the Katy
But
Perry
after
show this
watching
weekend.
her dancers are tall. Luke and I would look like children out on
Yeah,
that stage.
it would be very short. So it would have to be the perfect show. It would have to be like Sabrina Carpenter or something like that, where it's okay to be a little shorter.
Yeah.
And then, that would be a blast. I would love that.
Bye,
But we're
Joseph.
not. But we're not industry dancers. We're definitely musical theater dancers. So it's just a different texture. It's a different movement quality that you bring to the stage, and that has an effect in the casting room.
Hillary.
So I think that like what we're doing right now is the dream.
Oh no, Charles.
We're 5'7".
We love to dance. Dancing is like literally a passion of ours. Like one of our greatest
Oh,
passions.
I'm so happy when I dance.
And what we're saying is that when we observe dance on the grand scale, we don't have the same talent.
Talent is an interesting thing.
It's a different talent.
In this world, it's so competitive. So even the minutia
Yeah.
of like different texture. When I say texture, I don't. It's hard to explain.
In the dance world, texture is so normal, but it's
I know.
not.
If you look at like, okay, let's just say this, like the people doing the aerobics dance, the aerobics,
The actual video
competitions,
of them,
those
yeah.
videos. Those guys are doing a very specific form of dance. Now, yes, it's focused on agility. There's a lot of fitness aspects to it.
But if that
They're-
dancer converted to
Hip-hop,
their texture is going to be different.
it's going to look different because hip hop is a totally different thing. Now, if they trained both at the same time, they could chameleon into either one. But if they've never taken that, a good example is a ballerina. There's like a whole meme online of this. Bianca loves to make fun of like a ballerina attempting to do hip hop. The textures are totally different. So in the same way, I have a background in musical theater. So if I was to try to go do industry,
which is like
it would take
tours
me
and-
years
commercial.
possibly to
that
really
level.
get to that level where I feel grounded in that style. Now, if I grew up doing all of it, it would be different. You're going to pick up things much faster as a kid.
Because there's kids at the studio that are doing hip hop, jazz, ballet, tap.
I highly recommend doing
yeah,
more than
I
one
wish I would have
style.
done that as a kid, and I just
We
didn't.
just didn't have that opportunity.
No.
So, and what we had access to
Yes, different
was that.
movement, vocabulary, and
thank you,
style.
Peter. It is time for prayers.
Yes.
So at the end of every live stream, if you're new here, we ask for prayer requests. And the reason we do that is we want to hear about what's going on in your life. If there's anything bad or good, or we've talked a little bit about that already and heard some wins, some future plans. But if there's anything going on that's like anxiety, depression, if you're
Or just
dealing
things that are
with
happening in life.
struggles, if you're excited about something.
Those are so general. I mean, just like what are things that are like
yeah, what's going on?
specifically?
Because we like to hear from you guys. And like,
because we just spend all this time talking about ourselves.
yeah, we just talked about ourselves for forever.
so we want to hear.
We want to hear from y'all.
I wanted to do dance growing up, but my mom said I wasn't born with rhythm. Oh, that's sad, Ian. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, try now.
Try now. What's stopping you now?
You both have great personality and appeal. Have you ever thought of doing any dipping into acting?
No.
I bet you guys would be great. No, we've tried.
Listen, I
That's
understood
also
that
a
when I did
talent.
my degree in theater, everyone knew I was a good B character, meaning like sidekicks or
Just a
funny,
great thing.
cute little characters. And then I was there to dance. They knew that's what I was there for.
Yeah,
That's
we're
where
not
my
much
skill
of a-
sets lie.
Singing even is hard for us. Like when we did that song "Dancing Through Life" with Matt. He's the one singing the crazy harmonies, and we're definitely
Singing the basses.
the baritone bass. You know,
Yeah.
like we're holding it down on the bass melody.
Charles, I love that. That is our goal, man. We're here to make people smile.
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
our mission statement for this channel would be to like bring a little bit of joy into the corners of the world that are dark. And it's
Yeah.
hard. The internet is a dark place, and some people really love to bring that darkness to us, and we're not really about that.
We try really hard to just avoid that, just reject it, and just keep bringing some more sunshine.
We want
into
to smile
them.
a little bit and bring a little light and sunshine into the world.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
Lily, hi.
And we hope that you can also be inspired to do the same.
Yeah, we hope that you do the same.
Bring a little bit more.
You guys are great. Okay, guys.
Hashtag entertainers.
I hear
Yeah.
somebody said, to stay in remission. And for
yes.
to not have my cancer return. Yeah, we're
Yes,
definitely paying for that. You really watched, somebody said something. I'm on vacation this week for work, and I'm super happy about that. That's amazing. That's exciting. I love to hear that. My friend had a baby last week. Prayers for her recovery.
Yes, that's
from
huge.
having the baby and finding a new rhythms of home life with 4 kids. We'll definitely be praying for her. Oh, thank you, Zoe.
Oh, thank you, Zoe. That's touching.
If you're just hopping on, we do want to hear what's going on in your life. If you have any big plans, any like things to overcome,
Any wins?
any
We love to hear a win. I love a win.
What about you, Paul? What's going on in your life?
You know, right now I'm working on getting more sleep, so that's been challenging.
Yeah, and not because I love mornings, and then we go to bed so late often. Like tonight, it's already 11.
Yeah.
And then by the time I shower and do my skincare and stuff, it'll be midnight or 12:30. And then I really need to sleep until 8:30.
To get
but
your
I want
8
to get to the
hours.
gym by 8 so I can get through the gym and then start working.
Because if
But
you don't get to the gym by 8, it's generally 9 or 10, and then by then it's like
My day.
noon by the time you're out of there.
because we usually dance after
after.
our workout, and then it's like,
Yeah.
and tomorrow we have a shoot with the ramen shop we like, and so
Case of Craft Ramen, yeah.
so we have like stuff going on during the day. It's hard to get everything done, so it's just like it's hard to get enough sleep, but we're trying to prioritize that, and make
Yeah,
that a
so-
priority. Even if
That's
that means
what
we have
I
to
need
cut
prayer
our
for.
workouts short.
What I don't need a win, a praise, is that we got this Lego set built. I'm really loving how our house is turning out.
praise, yeah.
Chip and Dale sent us
Chippendale.
this.
Yeah, we're huge praise.
Obsessed.
I love how our apartment's feeling
Yeah.
so cozy and nice, and we're been able to do a lot
And
more.
honestly,
and
this is so cool.
I know, I love
obsessed
it.
with this.
Lily had an interview last week, and it's really hopeful.
Wow, that's
exciting.
great.
Steve just got promoted at work.
Love.
that. Maddie has a lot going on at work at the moment. You could use some clarity because I need to figure out what happens next.
I get
totally. Ian is sending positive vibes your way. You both send it out in the world. So thank you both for doing it. Thank you.
Prayers regarding anxiety, or prayers for anxiety regarding typing that I need to do. I've been putting it off for almost 3 months. I've been needing
I feel
to do
that.
for a long time, and it's a bad cycle of down.
Take it one step at a time. It's only one key
And honestly,
at a time.
Sedaine, one thing that's helped me with anxiety like that, where it's like I don't even want to start it because I feel like it's just so overwhelming, is try to just do one thing. A lot of times, if you start with one thing, the second thing is a lot easier.
I know. I feel
So like,
that.
what's the first step? Write it down in a list of to-dos that are very, very direct steps. And then if you can check off the first one, the second one comes a little bit easier. That's what with big YouTube videos, when I'm editing those, I don't even want to start them because they're overwhelming.
I'm about to find out if I need a second open heart surgery. So prayers, if there's any prayers, there's more than welcome. Yeah, totally. Oh, wow. Hopefully not. But if it would help, then definitely.
Tara, thank you. I'm glad that's refreshing. That's where our joy comes from. So we might as well share it out a little bit too. Andrew Minoxidil. Yeah. That helps too. Yeah, make my everyone's.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so kind.
You guys are
Okay.
sweet.
Anything else? Anybody? I'm going to pray over everybody.
Oh yeah, Steve, Sedaine, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That'll help you.
And Jay Sean said, pray for my autism. I've been having autism moments, very bad ones. And also I'm having a bad anxiety. So pray for me. Definitely.
Praying for you, my guy.
Maddie said, praise my little brother.
Was a huge help this weekend, and I'm so thankful.
Oh, well, that's
for having you.
amazing.
That's really great.
Oh, for sure. All right, I'm gonna pray. If you have more, feel free to
Rehearsals
keep
for
sharing them.
Grease is happening this week. I'm so excited.
That's exciting. Wait, oh
Brian.
yes, that's so exciting.
Ian sent prayers to help to a hopeful start to my true career as a theater design draftsman. Fingers
That's
crossed
exciting.
I get to start this journey this year. That's huge.
Love that.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. Oh, Matthew, don't get us started. We got to pray real quick, and then we can talk about Lifetime Tour.
Okay, we're gonna
as the
pray.
postscript.
Father God, I think we're gonna say I am so grateful for this stream and the people that are on here. God, I pray for anybody dealing with anxiety or being in a dark place, depression, illness, dealing with. We had somebody who was finding out if they needed open heart surgery. April. I just pray that you will be with each and every one of them through all of it, whatever that is. If it's bringing light into their lives or a hug, peace, understanding, wisdom for the doctors to know. Clarity for them to know what they need to do. I just pray that you will give each and every one of them in their own circumstances and their own situations the right thing at the right time. If that's a hug, if that's peace, if that's whatever it is, God. Thank you so much for always being there, being omnipresent for us in those times. Pray for anybody dealing with physical pain or ailments, my hamstrings.
Same.
I pray for just that you'll heal those things miraculously if you can. Also, we'd love to have you prove some things wrong. Doctors have said you have you need this done, and then you show up and you don't need it done anymore. I love that stuff. So God, help that stuff happen. Thank you for everything you have going on in everybody's lives here, God. I know that there's some things that are hard. There's a lot going on at work and life and relationships. And I pray that you'll just clarity at all those things, whatever that is, whatever that they need. I pray that you'll give it to them. Thank you for what you're doing in each and every one of the people's on here, their lives. Thank you for having them be a part of our community. Thank you so much for their impact on our lives each and every day. And we are so grateful for them. Thank you for what you're doing in our community, our little community here online. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
That was a little long.
Okay, the Lifetimes Tour.
Okay. So Paul and I went to the Lifetimes Tour.
That's the Katy Perry tour that everyone's roasting online.
And it is not bad.
It's so good.
Everyone's like
Bashing it.
Katy Perry's downfall. And I'm like, then go see the show because it's
Not that.
anything but that.
I do think that some people have some criticisms that I think are somewhat warranted, but within the context of the show, I feel like the show is so cohesive that it makes sense.
I'll say it again from the back. She's a theater girly and she's the lead actress. She lets her dancers dance and she is the moment. And she does it. She commands the stage. She gives it all. She gives so much energy.
Scott was there too, and we loved it.
The whole arena was like vibing.
And it was a full arena. Everyone went last minute, I think, to get tickets.
I think a lot of people bought tickets last minute and it filled up the arena.
Yeah, it was a great show.
It was a great show.
High energy. The dancers were absolutely phenomenal, which is why I was there anyway, because I love a good dance show.
And we love Katy Perry.
I love Katy Perry, but I really thought that her through line, and she does a lot of really cool spectacle work with flying.
She flew a ton.
Yeah.
We found out later that they didn't open the doors until like 7 o'clock, even though they were supposed to open at like 6 or something.
5:30 or 6.
5:30 or 6. Because the flying mechanism wasn't working and they were trying to figure that out. And
if y'all need to go, we're just going to talk about Katy Perry for a minute.
For a second.
But you can feel free to
because of that, they had to hold the doors. And then when they finally opened them, I was like, well, we found that out. And then I was like, well, I guess if she doesn't fly, I guess I don't know what I'm missing, I guess. But then after seeing the show, I don't know what the backup plan would have been.
Yeah,
she flies
so
in
much.
every act.
Yeah.
It's incredible. The opening of the show is her just ascending in this she looks like Mewtwo from the Pokemon movie where he's all strapped up to all the pipes, and then she's
Tubes.
floating in the air.
So good.
It's like
so
a
much
performance
control.
art. I mean, it is
Now,
really.
I will have to say
it is
this.
really cool.
I will say this: the astronaut stunt didn't land, and that was off-putting. And a lot of people, and that's fine. That's okay.
I get that, but
I get that.
That doesn't define this tour.
No.
I mean, it defines the marketing maybe for this tour, but
Yeah.
it really doesn't define the tour.
She even makes a comment
She
about
kind
it
of
on
makes
stage.
a joke about it on stage, did you guys hear I went to space? I don't know how you feel about that, but I did it, and it was cool. And that's it. She's tongue-in-cheek. She understands that there's controversy online, but she had a blast with it. I feel like I'm being defensive right now, but I don't need to be because I genuinely had a great time.
Yeah.
We were in the pit.
Yeah, she did fly around on a butterfly. She literally flew over our heads
twice.
Flips. She saw us at one point and she said, "Huh, 2 of you?"
Yeah, in the middle of a song, and we were like,
I was obsessed.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Her vocals were solid. She did have under tracks, but she wasn't out of breath like people were talking like she was.
I think it's crazy because people were saying that she was, out of breath and she wasn't actually singing, and it's a lot of auto-tune. But we were right by the stage, right?
And
when
I
she was
could hear
singing,
her
and I could hear her
legitimately
legitimately singing, and she was singing, and it was great.
You could tell when she was when back, because like when you see someone live, you can tell when they're
There's a
physically
backing.
singing and when the backtrack is singing, because you have to have a backtrack to make it sound full.
Yeah.
Like in an arena to make that full
They're
sound.
mixing a whole sound.
It has a backing and then it has her on top of it. And there are going to be times where she
it was
doesn't,
so
or
good.
she sings harmonies, and that's going to come through different. But they have it all planned out where that happens. And so it honestly was great. And you could tell when she was singing, and you could tell when she was backed. And that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's it. Peter said this. Yeah, you have to accept her for who she is. Astronauts know these trips are happening more and more. Space tourism.
Yeah, true.
It's on the rise, and I don't think it was a great publicity stunt, but it's hard to know that until it happens, and then whatever.
I'm not a fan, but when Roar comes on, I sing along at the top of my lungs. Listen, I get that.
it.
That song is.
What was your
a
favorite
bop.
song?
Ooh,
Rise, when she did Rise.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Which is not like a super popular song. They had like the lasers on the side of the whole Infinity stage like went up, and it's just a powerful song.
really
And I felt like it
powerful
was just
song.
like
Yeah.
a really good vibe for the end of her acoustic set.
Okay.
Actually, my favorite part of the whole tour was her she brings on somebody on stage every time, and she tried
Every
to bring on
tour
this
she does
girl. Yeah. She tried to bring on this girl it was her birthday. She had a sign that said, "It's my birthday." So she brings her on. She had 3 friends that just like
came with her.
Like she was told them not to, and then they came. And then they came up on stage, and finally security just let all 4 of them on because the birthday girl went on, and then like,
She wanted
whatever.
one of her friends to come to film.
Yeah.
And then they let all 3 of the girls on.
Anyway, it was funny, and the whole thing. But Katy Perry handled it with such grace.
She's also such a mom.
She's such a mom, and it was literally around us. I could hear people, and we talked to the people around us.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
we're
she's
very
never really
talkative.
over. I love that song. I love the dancing in that song.
Yeah, it was so good.
What
Also,
was
the
that-
lifetime dancing was so good too.
Yes,
At the end of
yeah.
finale. No, I'm not.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
the-
Sorry. I have to finish this.
No, sorry.
But she had these 4 girls come up, and just the way that she interacted with them
Yes,
made
Matthew.
everyone around us people be like, maybe I'm a Katy Perry fan now. Like, this is so fun. She's
know.
so cute. Like she's
such a vibe.
She's such a vibe. Like with these kids.
Yeah.
Like and then she sang one of her ballads, whatever, the one that got away.
Yes.
And
the girl sung.
the girl, this little 13 or 12-year-old girl, she was like, I want to be a singer when I grow up. And she goes, oh, can you sing? And she goes, kind of. She's like, do you want to sing right now? And the girl's like, right now? And she's like panicking. She goes, do you know the one that got away? And she goes, yeah. And then she sings it, and she knows every
she's
word.
good.
And she's good. And it was
was-
like that's a split moment decision from Katy to know
and
that.
her shoes in that set are made of cotton candy.
And she gave kids cotton candy
and
from
they
her
all
shoes.
share. She's like, it's like communion, but we're eating cotton candy because she like broke the cotton
I also
candy up
love
among all the girls.
I also love that she doesn't shy away from her faith, and she talks about it, and she's
Yeah.
a little new agey and fun and stuff, which is fun. Like, I mean, she is just she's a goober.
Yeah,
she's
she's a goober.
and it's fun to watch. She's so personable. The hits are hitting.
Yeah.
and never really over. Like,
Yeah, the openers.
The openers
they
were
do this
so good.
Really cool, like dark themed one, and all of the dancers
E.T.
come
comes
out.
out.
E.T. and they've got all of the like these long poles on their arms. The dancers do, and they do some really cool choreography with it. That's the one
Yeah.
part I do wish Katy would like revise the tour a little bit, lose the lightsaber and do something
or
else.
if you do have the lightsaber, like really train as if you're a Jedi.
baton or something, yeah.
Like train like a Jedi. Like
Because that's
really,
the one part
if
where
you
it's like
could
she just
pull
kind of
out,
runs around with a sword and doesn't do anything with it. It's like,
if she came out though and started doing like real Jedi
Goober?
tricks, I'd be like,
can you explain Goober?
Goober,
for international audiences.
For Goober, I just mean like
She's silly.
She's
She's a silly goose.
She doesn't take anything too seriously. She likes to have fun. She likes to joke around with the audience. She's
Yeah.
playful, tongue in cheek. She likes to give a little booty. Like she'll like be like, oh.
But
Oh,
one
but
thing-
it's not like sexy. Like she's not
No.
trying to be overly like.
Yeah.
I want to like bridge a gap. I'm trying to like be. Whereas Rebecca Black, who opened, who is known, the opener, who's known for her song Friday as being one of the most infamous songs on YouTube, is trying to rebrand, and she went overly sexy to an inappropriate level that I felt like it's like, girl, you're just trying too hard because you had a cringy song when you were 14.
Like,
stop. Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
But I could tell she was going over the top to try.
to
and
like
that,
recreate her brand.
and
maybe?
that felt like not because of even what she was doing, but it was more because it like it didn't
felt
feel
inauthentic.
authentic. Yeah, it felt unauthentic.
Yeah.
So I felt like Katy doesn't do that. Katy's just 100% herself the whole time, and that is what I think is great about
Yeah,
her
like, and I think
performance.
some people could claim that her outfits are sexy, which I do think they are a little bit sexy, but that kind of plays into the vibe of her show. I feel like one thing Katy Perry does really well is she brings fashion to the stage.
Yes.
She brings theatrics to the stage, and she lets her dancers dance.
Yeah.
So
really does.
Her dancers go all out all the time, and then she will sometimes dance with them. But the cringy videos people are getting of her dancing are her literally just goofing off. And it's like, she knows, but she's just feeling herself.
I love it.
love her.
This is a great question. Steve asked, was this your first Katy show? No. We saw Witness and we loved it. We saw Witness twice.
then
We
we
saw
saw
it in St.
Play
Louis and in
twice.
Kansas City. We saw it with Matthew Mumore, who's on, and we had a blast. And Mariah was with us in St. Louis.
Yes.
And then we saw Play when it was in Las Vegas twice. And that's because we went once when it first started, and then we went back again on our way to LA on a fun Disneyland trip with Matthew. And we just snagged it on the way in. And it was, I love that show because it's a theatrical show.
Yeah.
And this show is the same way. She's telling a story about a video game. She's gathering these hearts to then defeat the boss. That's a fun concept for a theater show, or for a theatrical show that you're singing your songs and you can fit any song into that. Play is fun because she was pretending to be a doll and she's escaping
The house.
And so there's a garbage scene where all the dancers
very
are dressed
Toy
in
Story
garbage.
kind of.
It's
Yeah.
so
It's
fun.
so fun.
There's a scene with a toilet and everyone's always
made an
memeing the
homage
poop.
to
I
Left
love
Shark.
it.
They made an homage to Left Shark at the beginning when they were talking about the world she would have to go through and defeat, and they never go back to it, but they do go.
They do talk about it.
They do talk about Left Shark, and he comes out and he swims out.
But he
behind
is
the
an
screens.
AI rendering and he's like,
Yeah, he's cool. I thought it
it's
was
like
cool.
post-apocalyptic.
People complain about the AI. I do think the AI was overdone.
I
Luke
liked
thinks
it.
It was mostly animation that was made to look like AI.
Yeah.
So there was definitely some parts that had to be because they were just too
Also,
good,
we got
but-
some justice for Smile. Smile, several
I
tracks from
love
Smile got
Somebody asked
played.
what's your favorite album?
So
And I think
good.
Witness or Smile are my favorites, but I do
My
love
favorite
California, or
album,
one-
man.
oh gosh, Teenage Dream. I don't know. I have so many favorites. I know Oliver's.
Smile was an era. It was 2020. Matthew lived here.
Yeah.
The album was releasing. It was so exciting. And then we went to
Michael.
Vegas. And that was really, really fun. That's a really special album to me. I also really love Teenage Dream. I just really like
love
Teenage Dream.
Dream. She has honestly her newer stuff.
One of the
I
things that
understand
made me, here's the deal. The thing that made me fall in love with Katy Perry was the way that she handles life in her Part of Me documentary.
Yeah.
That's where we see her be a real human. We see her in the midst of a divorce and then having to go out and do a show, the California Dreams tour, which was a
Insane.
crazy show that we did not get to see, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I loved getting to watch her be resilient and hear her life story through that. And that was what really sold Katy for me.
I think for me,
I'm sorry. I really am
You
not
are-
keeping up with the chat.
and you keep interrupting me.
I'm so sorry. Go.
You are having. Well, I don't even remember what I was gonna say now.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's my bad.
Look up the animated version of Left Shark. I don't know if anyone's filmed it. I mean, I'm sure they have, but
Everyone's filming everything. To be
Everything,
honest.
yeah.
The phones are everywhere.
yeah, I don't know. I
we
think
were the same way because we were short
when it
and
comes
we could
to
see better from our
when
phones.
when it comes to favorite albums, I think that for me, Smile was something that was very special, but Witness was also very special.
Yeah, Witness is really special.
Getting to see that tour for the first time and really falling in love with Katy live.
Yeah.
And then going back and watching the Part of Me documentary and seeing even a deeper side of that,
Yeah.
I think was really powerful for me.
Even though we'd technically seen Part of Me before we saw Witness.
Yeah, but
then the
It
Part of Me
was kind of that full.
If you haven't seen the Part of Me documentary, I don't even know if it's on anywhere. I think it's on YouTube, to be honest, or
I don't
something.
know.
But it's
Yes,
great.
the message inside the songs of Witness are great. And I think that Witness was plagued by a poor media cycle. I think that her attempt to do
tried.
something viral backfired, which is sad.
And I do feel that there's a lot of pressure for female artists right
To
now.
reinvent.
There's this reinvent structure. We see Taylor Swift on the top of her game. We see Lady Gaga coming back with a crazy force. And those are all girls that were killing it when Katy was killing it. And so I think there does feel like there's this pressure to be relevant and to release music and to do that stuff. And some people argue that she could just become a legacy musician and just play her old stuff. And I argue that I don't think she wants that. And I want her to do what she wants to do because I think that's what artistry is
Yeah.
not feeling like you're done yet. You know,
Right.
I wouldn't want Michael Jackson to stop just because he got older. You know,
Yeah.
like I want him to. If you have something to say, you should say it.
Oh, geez, it is like almost 11:30. We're gonna go to bed.
Bedtime.
I need to go to bed.
Bedtime.
We can talk about Katy Perry for
I-
Mom said bed.
Yes. Peter. Sorry. Last thing. Did she seem secure in what she was doing?
Yes.
Yes. She felt like she was happy. She felt like she was like having the time of her life up there. She was having so much fun with the audience. She felt secure in all of her movements. Even in the like the dancing that feels like awkward in all the viral clips felt good,
authentic
in
there.
the moment. Like in the arena, in the stage, I was like,
She
this is
definitely
so fun.
She definitely feels, like I said before, goobish.
She's
not
goofy.
Like, she's not like she's not
not
over here.
trying
She's not
to
doing
be
this.
like,
She's doing.
Her dancers are.
Oh yeah, her dancers
are dancing.
Hey,
They're working.
they are working their job. She is over here. Hey.
She's okay. So it'd be like if I was trying to do like if I needed to have like the Riz of some of these TikTok dancers, but my Riz is just me smiling.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't work. You know, like it works, but
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And that's what I want. I always want to like watching that though. I want to always like
I want
to approach my art in the same
Like
way that
Katy
she
Perry does.
approaches
Yeah.
hers. Like even if
people are making
fun of you, even if you feel like the whole world's against you, you still approach it with this like joy and this fervor of like, no, I'm secure in what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and I know that this.
I know
is
that
me.
Jesus loves me, and that's really all that matters.
Absolutely.
So
Amen.
I'm gonna be out here having a great
Preach.
time.
Okay, I swear we could talk
Yes,
about this all night
we can talk
long.
all night long.
We
But
love
we love
the
y'all.
show. We love the show so much.
Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here so late. We will talk to you in another video real soon. We have a Fantasy Springs vlog
Going
coming
out on Wednesday.
So stay tuned for that. It won't be a premiere. It's just going to go up.
It'll go
so
up on
set up your
Wednesday.
notifications and it'll just pop up in your sub box. But we're looking forward to it. So
Yeah, we'll talk to y'all
we'll
in
talk to you
another
then.
video or real soon. Fantasy Springs is from Disney in Japan.
Japan. We're still on the Japan.
We'll
vlog,
explain
so
that in the video.
It'll be fine. Bye.